Napoleon had ended the War of the First Coalition when Austria made peace on his terms in 1797. In the summer of 1798, Napoleon launched his Egyptian expedition. While that was happening, revolutionaries in Switzerland, backed by the French, overthrew their government and set up a republic. With the French aggressive in Germany and in Switzerland, Austria again felt threatened and formed a new coalition with England and Russia. Napoleon's gains from the Italian campaign were lost. The Turks, directly threatened by Napoleon's moves, also joined the coalition. In late 1799, the French Republic was in dire straits. France faced hostile armies in Italy, Holland, and on the Rhine. In addition to the external threat, France also faced political turmoil. Through a series of blunders, confrontations, and ploys, Napoleon eventually became first consul as a result of the Brumaire coup. Napoleon immediately formulated plans for a two-pronged attack on Austria. After leading his army over the Alps into the Austrian rear, Napoleon believed the Austrians to be in full retreat. The reality was that the Austrians under Marshal MILH were not retreating and were actually gathering for a counterstroke. The attack hit Victor's small corps. The Austrians opened up furious skirmishing, followed by probing attacks around 9 a.m. The French fell back to Marengo. The French army, 28,000 men. Army commander, Napoleon. French corps commanders, Victor, Lannes, Desaix, Cavalry Reserve, Murat, Artillery Reserve, Marmont. The Austrian Army, 31,000 men. Army Commander, MILH. The Austrian Right Columns, General O'Reilly and Colonel Fremont. The Austrian Left Column, General Ott. The Austrian army drove Victor's corps from Marengo after some heavy fighting. Lannes and Monnier attempted to stabilize the situation, but failed to stop the Austrian advance. By late afternoon, the Austrians were attacking San Giano. The battle had all appearances of an Austrian victory, but the Austrians were tired and strung out across the battlefield. Things seemed so well in hand that the Austrian commander, MILH, had left to have a wound treated. Then, after marching to the sound of battle, Desaix arrived. Even after Desaix's death, his force spearheaded the French counterattack that turned defeat into victory. It was exactly the same move Napoleon would depend on Waterloo years later, but Grouchy was no Desaix and he never arrived. The death of Desaix would in the long run be a heavy blow to Napoleon, even though it would be impossible to know this at the time. To a large degree, Napoleon's ultimate downfall would be to the death or incapacitation of most of his able subordinates over time. Napoleon followed up his success at Marengo by advancing deep into Italy. By early 1801, Austria was willing to sign a separate peace, and Prime Minister Pitt's second coalition fell apart. Marengo secured Napoleon's political position and was key to his transition from first consul to emperor.